Regretting my whole phase. This is a female perspective, by the way.
So, in this video, we're gonna be watching as this guy reads out the Reddit posting from a girl who spoke about her whole past or whole phase having an effect on her present and future chances with men. So now she regrets it. Let's get into it.
In 2019, my ex-boyfriend and I had broken up after being in a relationship for 3 years. I'm 23 and he was the only guy I had ever dated or slept with, and I was always a relationship type. I took a little break from dating and focused on my final year of college, but I eventually decided to get on Tinder since it's the most popular dating app. Obviously, I made it clear I wanted something serious, so I weeded out the guys that just wanted to hook up. I went on 2 dates, but nothing emerged from that. Before the start of summer 2019, some of my girlfriends told me I should have a whole phase, since I'd only been with one guy. They told me it would be a great way to explore and have fun while I'm still young before eventually settling down with a good guy later on.
This is the first seed of demise in many girls' lives. The fact that they listen to toxic advice, illogical advice that is based on purely present moment pleasure with no thinking or consideration of what could happen in the future in terms of consequences. So they tend to only think of what's the good that can happen rather than what's the bad that could also come with that good.
I'm not opposed to it at all. I just never imagined myself doing it. But since dating wasn't working out with me, I decided to give it a try. Seen on all sorts of social media where women my age were promoting women's freedom to sleep around and enjoy themselves without being judged as a part of the modern women empowerment. I even went on Reddit for people who...
We need to stop and think to ourselves, why is it considered empowerment to be more sexually available when sex is not an asset that is highly prized by women? We just have to ask that.
Asked the same question and most people answered, you should do whatever you want to do and not be judged. Or, women can sleep around casually just like men. I thought it was inspirational, so I decided I wanted to try it out. From the summer of 2019 up until the end of 2020, I embarked on my whole phase and started to become less picky on Tinder. I ended up sleeping with lots of guys in that time. I made sure to use protection with most of the guys, besides a few mistakes, and I made sure to get tested. Looking back at it, I honestly do not understand why this was praised by other women. It was just a bunch of bad hookups, manipulative guys, some of which were cheating on their girlfriends, and being ghosted the morning after hooking up.
Well, I will say, right, it's actually admirable that she can say that and she's posting about the bad results that come from this mindless pursuit of pleasure without consideration of consequences, because many women don't actually tell other women, wait, it doesn't make sense. What's the point of doing this? And as I've just said before, you've just made yourself readily available to an increased amount of people, which had to have come with lower standards. So it will never really truly be a win like people think it is.
I feel naive thinking before that the whole phase would be filled with mind-blowing orgasms from super hot guys that are chill and respectful. I felt empty and not at all empowered, and felt more used than anything. I wasted all those nights showering and getting ready for D appointments, making sure I'm looking good, only to have to drive over to the guy's place for a disappointing night. In fairness, I was using sex as a way to cope through my final year of college and my first year of working my full-time job. It was a way to make me feel less stressed, but it was barely a temporary fix. I stopped my phase near the end of 2020 and decided I wanted to start dating seriously. But the problem now is when the topic of my past comes up, not that guys immediately ask about my past, but eventually when you're dating it starts to get into that topic. I'm an honest person and I tell them the truth, but unfortunately they get intimidated by my abnormally high number. I feel like the whole phase is a big mistake. Not only did I feel used and empty after a whole year of that, I feel I wasted my time trying to look presentable for guys who would end up ghosting me and then having to deal with the consequences about having slept around. The advice I've seen given to others with the same issues are mainly, oh, he's not worth it, a guy shouldn't be bothered by your past, or a good guy shouldn't think of you different because of your past. But that's the thing, people can say a guy shouldn't judge a girl for that reason and that eventually I'll find the one who won't care, but that's not reality. A lot of guys do care, facts.
Definitely is facts, and the reason why is because it's biological. It's the man's psyche looking for a woman who is a great partner to have a child with without having to worry about the paternity being his or someone else's kid. So Literally, you cannot defeat nature. That's like going up against God's design. No one's ever going to win. Men are not going to win. Women are not going to win. God's design is going to win overall.
But I don't think that makes them wrong. I feel like a hypocrite to think otherwise, because I'm pretty sure I'd feel concerned if a guy I'm dating has been with an insane high number of girls. I regret my decision to listen to my friends and social media talking about women empowerment. Maybe other girls have had amazing experiences, but I feel terrible. I don't think I feel I benefited from the experience. If anything, it was all those Tinder guys that gained a quick nut for themselves. And while I'm trying to move on from that, I don't know how to deal with dating now. Should I try to hide my past? Some people say that I should tell the guy that I'm not comfortable answering, but I feel that would cause some concern as well. On social media, I see girls joking around saying, divide your number by 5, but I'm not going to lie. So if that question comes up, I will be honest as always. Everyone says, don't worry, you'll eventually find a good guy who won't care about your past. I've been waiting for that guy for almost a year.
She seems like a nice, sweet girl just from the energy that is conveyed in that message. And it was only a small period, really, literally just a phase. And a year of pleasure that wasn't even that satisfying might wreck her chances of finding a long-term partner. It's crazy. But I want to know what you think. Comment down below, let Reemus know. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.